I'm US Angel, and today I wanted to give you a few tips on how to prepare for your interview for the official kids course here on PalFish. So the first thing you need to do is get your background ready. I have already put up a few festive things. There is one thing you have to make sure you have, and that is the logo. Make sure you have the logo up in the background. Even for your interview, it will show you are prepared and ready to teach immediately, and that will impress them more. So let's put up my background logo right there. Mine is a calendar, but yours can be just a picture. That's perfectly fine. All right. So the next thing you have to do is have a blue shirt. So, blue shirt. Let's go ahead and I'm going to put on the blue shirt and go through all of the other things to get me ready to do my interview. Now, while the brushing the teeth, you definitely have to do. The face powder and the lipstick or lip gloss are helpful because your lights are going to wash you out. So that will just help keep the color even on your skin. And the reason I do lip gloss or lipstick is because I want the students to pay close attention to my mouth. And so I want to make sure that it is the feature that stands out the most on my face whenever possible. Now, I always brush the hair because we don't want to look like we just rolled out of bed, even if we did. And I put on a fun headband for many of my classes because the kids enjoy it. And the important thing that I want my children, my students to do is to enjoy learning English with me. So if I can sneak a little bit of fun in there, I do. Okay, so let's go over some details of what the interview process will look like. The first thing, you will have already set up your profile on PalFish and it will have been verified. You will need to upload your TEFL or TESOL, your CELTA or teaching certificate, whatever it is, and get that verified. And then you are ready to apply. And in the application process, you will be putting in some hours that you are available that are during the peak times, which are the most high demand times that the company has with students. Remember these times because if you are hired, they will now automatically open on your schedule, and you will want to go ahead and adjust your schedule any that you need to and make sure that the day you are supposed to start, you really are available those hours that day. Because they will start giving you classes right away. Those first few days, they always give brand new teachers extra classes so that the sales team can get to know you and you can get to know the curriculum and be prepared to start teaching. So, you will do the interview on the pre-K trial. This will be a recorded interview and then they will view it later. So, you will be teaching a student how to circle, and you need to assume that this student you are doing the trial for has 0 English. 0. So they do not understand when you say draw a circle. So don't forget to use your TPR and show them different ways to draw a circle. You can use your finger, you can use another device and show them that they can draw the circle like that. Do something that will make the company aware that you are capable of teaching a child with 0 English how to draw a circle. From there, the trial lesson will be covering eyes, nose, and mouth as the vocabulary. And there is a story that will go with it. As you go through the story, you can take the opportunity to get the student to repeat or say words so that you can get an idea of how much they actually know. Now, this is an interview, so there is no student. You have to pretend there is a student so that the company can see how you will interact with a child that has 0 English. You will want to already have some props prepared, so be sure and look at the lesson prior to your interview so that you can read through the instructions on each of the pages and get an idea of how you would like to present it. Remember, you want to be energetic, enthusiastic, and educational. So, here are some things that I would suggest you do. When you have the different body parts, the eyes, the nose, the mouth, you can have a puppet and show eyes on the puppet, nose on the puppet. You can show mouth on the puppet. Whatever you have, use, okay? If you have a mouth, use the mouth that opens and closes. If you don't, that's okay. Your mouth opens and closes. So you can go, can you go? Be sure and show that you can explain to the student without words that this is a mouth. This is a mouth. We both have mouths. The student has a mouth. Okay, this is a nose, nose. We both have nose. The student has a nose. So use a puppet, use some other type of prop as you are teaching the different things. If you have more than one, such as you have a puppet, you have a stuffed animal, you have a dog, you have a flashcard, you can use as many of those, interchange them, like use a couple of them on the eyes and use a couple different ones on the nose, just to give them a good idea that you have plenty of props to show different things. And again, these can be pictures off of the internet that you have printed out. They can be your children's toys if you already have children, whatever. You can go to the dollar store and pick up a couple stuffed animals, such as this little dog here has a nose but no mouth, but does have eyes. Or you can go to a toy store. You know, my children have dolls and things like that. So I have eyes, nose, mouth, eyes, nose, mouth. Any opportunity you have to show it in more than one way helps them remember. During this lesson, you will have a slide like this one that has all of the vocabulary words that you are doing, and they will want you to clap and say the word at the same time. So what they're doing is they're having you teach this student how to understand syllables when they're not quite ready for the word syllable. So you just need to get them used to clapping for each syllable sound in a word, such as eyes would only have one clap. Eyes. Now, sometimes the child doesn't really understand why they're going to do this. So in your interview, I would suggest trying to make this a little bit fun and maybe come up with a little bit of a game that you can show them, or a rhythm or something like that, such as eyes, 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 nose, 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 mouth, mouth, mouth. And then the fourth word is monkey, 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 monkey. And then you could hold up a monkey or a picture of a monkey. So it's just one way to show that you can teach and you can also let the child enjoy the lesson, because that's a very strong indicator of whether or not the child will stay enthusiastic and motivated to learn. And this is the type of skill in an online classroom for children that is very important to have. So be sure and practice before your interview. I'm sure you're going to do a great job. Once you are hired on with PalFish, there will be a quiz to do. Once you have passed the quiz, you are hired and you are now an official kids course teacher, and you can be booked. Remember, check your schedule immediately. Now, also, you will be assigned an admin. This is an employee of the company. So this is your point of contact with the company in case you have any emergencies or tech issues, things like that. You will also be put in with a mentor. This is a teacher like myself and like yourself that has experience on this platform or teaching online that they have hired to help you answer some of the everyday questions or help you determine if it's something you need to go to your admin about. So my recommendation is immediately introduce yourself to your admin, to your mentor, and ask them what kind of things that they know are going on training-wise, because we have an entire team of mentors and we are constantly making things to help you both in the classroom and on the app succeed at your ESL business with PalFish. Good luck.